Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review on Scream All Night by Derek Milman. This is a young adult contemporary book that I was sent unsolicited by Simon and Schuster, so thank you so much Simon and Schuster for sending this book my way. The story follows 17-year-old Dario Hayward, who is currently living in a group home, just trying to put his past behind him, when one day he receives a phone call from his brother begging him to come home because his father is dying. Dario's father is actually an acclaimed horror movie director. Growing up, Dario lived in an actual castle, which was Moldavia Studios, which is where his father filmed all of these crazy B-rated horror movies. Now, I myself feel like this would be the childhood of dreams, just hearing about it from the surface. But when you read more of the story, you realize that Dario had a very abusive childhood. Dario even starred in one of his father's classic films, so he has many memories of growing up in Moldavia. Unfortunately, most of them are not worth remembering. As much as Dario doesn't want to return to his home, he does feel obligated to do so, and so he does. Alright, so getting into characters. I really loved reading about Dario. He's just really a multi-layered character, and he has a lot to offer. You read about his past, you read about his present. He's just such a likable character, and I really loved reading about his choices, even reading about his struggles, reading about everything. I just really enjoyed reading about his life. Side characters were also great. His best friend Jude accompanies him back to his home, and he's hilarious. He has a childhood crush named Haley, and she's very smart. She's actually been helping run the studio while Dario has been away. He also has a brother named Oren, who is basically a raging sociopath, but he's also really hilarious. Going into themes, there is definitely a huge theme of selflessness and sacrifice as Dario returns to his home where he has such horrible memories. And I do want to give a trigger warning to physical and emotional abuse because Dario suffered a lot of that in his childhood from his father. And there are many instances where he has PTSD and those memories come back, and you get to learn all about that really disturbing sad part of his life. But I really admire Dario because despite all that, there is also a definite theme of just like facing your fears and moving on, which is so hard to do, especially when you've been through something so traumatic. But it just really made Dario even more admirable in my eyes. The writing is super smart, it's super funny, and it's super dark. It's like a dark comedy. And if you guys know anything about me, you know that I love dark comedies. They just speak to my soul. And this one, it was basically perfect. Going into the story, I thought that this was going to be a horror novel. And that's my fault because I just kind of judged based on the cover and the title. And it's not horror. It's not scary at all. There are some like graphic depictions of gore, but it's like fake movie gore. So it's not scary at all. And I was a little disappointed to find that, but that did not hinder my reading experience because I just quickly fell in love with the story, with the writing, with the characters, and I just found this book to be so good. I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars. I know it's crazy because it's contemporary, and contemporary is not my number one genre. If it's dark contemporary like this, I'm definitely more likely to gravitate towards it. But again, I didn't expect this book to get 5 out of 5 stars from me. I really didn't. But it did. In the comments below, I would love for you guys to let me know if you have read this book, what you thought about it, if you liked it, all those things that you know. I want to know. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.